Hi everybody, how are you? Shannon Larice here, and I am here to show you how to go Facebook Live via your Zoom page, which I think is so very exciting because it opens up a whole door of opportunities to be able to communicate with people, not just live, but interactively where they can join your call as well, and you can have a whole meeting of people if they want to hop in once they find it. So I just learned how to do this today, and I feel like the more you practice it, the better you become at it. So I am going to just exit my full screen here, and I'm going to show you step by step what you need to do to go ahead and make this happen. So the first thing you need to do is download a tool. Let me go ahead and make myself smaller here. And I'm going to share my screen. You're going to want to go into your Google browser or whatever browser you use, and you're going to want to look for something called Open Broadcaster software. Now, this is a free software that you have to go ahead and download and install onto your computer. And so here it is. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Now, I have already done this for my computer, so I don't need to do it again. But if you have Windows, you're going to click here. If you have a Mac, you're going to click here. I think this is something else. I forget what this is. Well, obviously, it's something else. I forget what it's for. But I went ahead and clicked here. It gave me the little download right here, and I went ahead and you can see I just went ahead and double clicked on it, and it's going to take me step by step to install it. So once it's installed, let me go ahead and X that out. I can come down here into my Finder, and you're going to notice that in my applications, I have something called OBS. Okay, this is my Open Broadcaster software. Okay, we're going to be using that often every single time we go live. But before we go ahead step by step and how to set that up, I want you to also now at this time go into your search engine. I'm going to go ahead and put in www.iag.me, okay? And this is a person's name, IAG. It's Ian Anderson Gray, okay? And actually, this website has a tremendous amount of tools and training videos for all sorts of social media plugins and stuff like that. I was shocked at all the stuff that I was learning here. However, I just want to stick to this one thing, how to go Facebook Live on a Zoom call. So, but what you'll want to do, you have to activate a free account. So go ahead and sign up here with your email. Just to let you know, I have no affiliation with this website whatsoever. And you're going to ask for your free tool guide. This is merely just going to give you a login. And there are lots of free features that you're going to have access to for doing that. So go ahead and do that and create that little account. Okay, so now we have all the tools that we need. And the first thing that we are going to do is set up our actual, let me go back to my Finder here, our OBS. Now, when you're getting ready to go live, as I'm live in this Zoom call right now, and you can see me up in the top right-hand corner or left-hand corner, however you're looking at your screen, I'm going to go ahead and open up this tool. Okay, now you're going to see a lot of stuff here. I do not want you to be distracted by it at all whatsoever. Just do not get distracted. I know it looks like a tunnel vision and you see lots of me waving around, but we are going to look down here right now because these are the things that we need to make sure are in place. So the first thing you need to make sure that's in place is your display capture. This was a mistake that I made from the very beginning. I actually went live and there was no screen. So if you do not see under your sources a display capture, go ahead, and I have a Mac, so I have to click on this add a source, and you want to go ahead and make sure you have display capture highlighted. Typically, people have nothing in this area until they've set up an account. So make sure that you go ahead and do that and click OK. And we're just going to hit OK. We don't need anything else there. Now we're going to come into our settings. And there are a couple of things that we're going to be doing. Our purpose is to stream live from our Zoom account. So we need to tell the system, where do we want to Zoom, or where do we want to stream, and so let's say it's Facebook Live. So I'm going to click on streaming here. We want to make sure that the stream type has streaming services here. So if it doesn't say streaming services, we're not doing anything custom. We just merely wanted to say streaming services. And we want our service to be Facebook Live. Now, you can go live in YouTube and any of these other things as well, but for our purposes, we are here streaming on Facebook Live. You don't need to worry anything about this default, and this stream key will become important in a little while. But right now, we're just gonna go ahead and click OK, all right? So remember that IMG, I think it was IAG website that I told you about? I'm gonna give you this information directly, but there's two ways you can get it. You can either put in your browser www.iag.me/tools/Facebook Live, or you can come back to your browser. I'm going to come over here, and I no longer need my applications. And so when you come to that social media page, you have this button here. Once you log into your iag.me and you scroll down, you have this here's what it looks like when you log in, okay? When you type in that website that I just gave, you're going to click on Broadcast with Facebook Live using your computer. Then you're going to scroll down. I did not check out Ian's Facebook Live video course. I did not take that. I actually just followed a couple of YouTube videos and learned on my own. But I went ahead and scrolled down here, and I clicked on Broadcast on Facebook Live. Now, what you're going to notice is this box pops up, and I'm going to expand it a little bit for you. And it's asking us, where do we want to share? So I don't want to share on my timeline. Typically, information that I'm sharing, especially when I have multiple people on a call, it's either during a business sneak peek, or it's a training call where I have multiple people on the call and I want people to go ahead and be able to get a notification about it, or maybe I want them to be able to easily access coming back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and click share, and I'm going to share this in a group because typically that's where I'm sharing. And for this particular training, I'm actually going to share it in my coach page, because if I go live here in a moment in my coach page, there's typically a good chance someone is going to see it and they're going to be able to interact with us. If not, oh well. But I am hoping that it's kind of around about a time where people might see us. So after I've selected my group, I'm going to go ahead and click next. At this time, another box is going to pop up, and just give it a second. What I want to do here is I'm going to tell my group I am doing a test. Zoom to Facebook Live. So I'm telling my watchers what's happening. And I'm also going to paste. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see if I can go to my Facebook here. Command C. Oops, where did it all go? Okay. And Command V. Okay, and I'm going to provide the link in my description because just in case they want to hop on, they have that option. And then what I'm going to do is copy this. Actually, I'll go ahead and title this Going Live on in Facebook from Zoom. Okay. Now you're going to notice down here we have something called a stream key. Remember in OBS I said, don't worry, we'll come back to that. What we want to do is Command C, and we want to go into our OBS again. We want to go back into our settings, go to stream, and we want to Command V. I'm going to show this because what I want to actually do, and I know I have all of these pages open now. I'm just going to minimize, just get them down here. I'm going to move this. I want to make sure that it matches. So I'm just going to go ahead and check out the last few numbers here. And I just want to make sure that that matches what I'm seeing. And yes, it does, Ravo CD. Okay, great. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merely click OK. And I should be all set and ready to start streaming, okay? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to click Start Streaming. Now that does not mean that I am Facebook Live at that point. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. So I'm going to click Start Streaming, and I'm going to minimize my screen. And you're going to notice that right now this still says I'm offline, but it's looking for me. I'm going to minimize my, and I can go live. Minimize my screen. Can you hear me? And you're going to notice that right now this still says I'm offline. Awesome, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and click live. Awesome, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and click. So now it's giving me a preview of what Facebook looks like, okay? And we should be officially live now in our Facebook. Now, I cannot see my Facebook, right? Because I'm not in my Facebook. What my viewers can see right now is my desktop and a little picture of me over on the side. So what I actually want to do is make this a full screen. And look, joining us. So Katrina, what I just did was I just went ahead and did a video of all of this. And here you are. Yay.
Because it came up notification, and then it said, okay, it came up notification. So I clicked on it. It brought me right to the post. I saw the link at the top. I pressed it and it brought me right to the app.
Awesome.
On my phone.
So a couple of things that we learned earlier this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, was we learned that if you are on a desktop, you can click on that link from the comments section or from the browser, but you cannot do so from your phone unless it's in the actual description. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay, so that is why we want to go ahead and put our link description in there just in case anybody wants to go ahead and join the call. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you all, just from my phone, what it looks like, because Katrina's already on with us. Thanks for hopping on and doing this. And if we had a whole bunch of people on the screen, now I don't need to show my entire screen anymore. If we just want to show people our Zoom call, we're going to stop screen share because I'm doing a training call here. But what you're going to notice now is if you were having a regular meeting, you wouldn't want to screen share unless you had something on your desktop that you wanted to share. So what your viewers are actually seeing is what is duplicated on your screen. And there's Katrina, and there's me. And so that's it. Thanks, Katrina. I appreciate you hopping on. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and end this meeting, but I'll see you later, definitely.
Later.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. So that concludes how you go live from a Zoom onto your Facebook. And I'm so very excited I was able to share this with all of you and learn it myself. So have a great night.